the connections between the matrix and your host computer are actually two connections. The first connection that we're using is a USB cable, simply enough, that allows you to do soft key control from the matrix to any application, and that goes computer-wide. So if there are certain feature sets and functionality that you need from your overall computer, which I'll show you momentarily, you can take advantage of that by using data via USB. Now, a new connection that we're using for this device is IP MIDI. Essentially, it is a MIDI over Ethernet protocol. And what this allows is for 20 channels of MIDI to be transmitted via a standard Ethernet network connection. Now, I'm using an Apple laptop right now, but you can see what I've done is set up a network within the Apple computer in conjunction with our Matrix software here to provide control of the desk itself, along with communication to the varied workstations we support, and those workstations we support are the Huey format, which can be found within the Pro Tools environment, as well as the Logic environment that's using MCU control. And then we also have just straight continuous controller data that's handled via MIDI, as well as, again, MCU control for Nuendo and Cubase and varied other applications that host it. Now, within the Apple setup, I've actually connected it via a crossover Ethernet cable. And what we've done with the Matrix is provided this unit to be used in an environment where traditionally you're going to be using your same computer in a studio environment to access the web, as well as communicate with the Matrix and possibly get storage drive information off of. So the Matrix itself can sit in an environment on a network. And within my particular network right now, I've set up a new Matrix location, and I'm using DHCP as far as my connection type. And this is also in conjunction with setting up my Matrix software. And we have full description per application within the manual, as well as if you wanted to incorporate this just as easy in a PC environment, you can also use a router or a switcher depending on the cable and the computer that you're using, and really incorporate this fully into an environment where you have multiple network devices. And should you incorporate that into an environment where there's multiple network devices, where you would need a designated or a static IP, where there's certain firewall protection that may be needed, whether in a post or a small networked environment, the Matrix itself has its IP address that you can actually go in and physically change to meet the needs of your specific network or your specific facility. And again, you can assign this whether you want to have multiple computers control the Matrix, depending on which workstations you're going to have feeding it, or should you have two Matrix consoles with one computer controlling it.